My newest hobby is waking up hungover and checking everything I googled while drunk. Yeah, we can probably get a video out of that. But first, two things. Number one, will there be a part 2 to the Furby video? Well, considering I'm already receiving fan art from that video, which is my favourite thing to receive, the answer to that is yes. And second, we're past 80k subscribers now. Will there be another Cooking with Matt milestone video? And the answer to that is yes. Obviously yes. Why did you even have to ask that? Of course we're doing a Cooking with Matt. It's 80k subscriber special. We are on 100k subscribers at the moment, but this from behind the camera is giving me a culinary task to do for that. I don't know what it is, but we're getting distracted. Tonight we are looking at what happens if you search on Twitter for the words drunk and Google. Can you own a zebra in California? How to undo a belt buckle?
I made a tweet a few weeks ago asking for my viewers to send in the scruggliest pictures of their cats so I can edit them into funny memes. The Mario Koala is a very elusive being that's been hopping around the internet for quite some time now. But what exactly is this thing? Why does this terrifying creature even exist at all? And most importantly, where is he hiding? Well, in this video, we embark on a journey to the dangerous lands of Australia to try and make contact with this rapscallion, all the while getting distracted with many shenanigans and a plethora of other weird animal statues along the way. But first, we gotta address what the frick this thing even is. I briefly mentioned it in my Cursed Mario Products video, and basically, in the Down Under lands of Australia, there's a zoo called the Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary. In around 2013, the sanctuary launched a fundraiser called Animals with Attitude, where they got a bunch of artists to paint a plethora of koala sculptures to display around the city to raise awareness for their animal hospital. And one of those statues is the Mario Koala, but sadly, his exact current location is unknown. At this point, I developed an obsession with this statue. It's so beautiful and so cursed at the same time. I just needed to see it in person. I needed to become closer to the Mario Koala. But I can't just visit him, I need to live near him. Instead of just visiting Australia, I decided to full-on permanently move there. So I packed everything up, went to the airport, waited for my flight, did a bit of fidgeting, got on the plane, and then I was on my way on a 15-hour-long flight. During this egregiously long flight, let's talk about a bit more of the lore behind these koala statues. They're all made of fiberglass from the same mold, and this is how they look like before getting painted. The untextured koalas are honestly even more creepy, just staring into your soul. Around 40 of them were made, and they were originally displayed all together at a park. The Mario one isn't the only one that's a bit cursed. There's also a Sailor Moon one, and this terrifying Santa koala. But not all of them are cursed either. A lot of them are just genuinely really beautiful. But eventually, they were taken off display and auctioned off to raise even more money for the animal hospital. Some buyers own them privately, and some companies bought them to display in front of their stores or businesses. So at this point, they're kinda just randomly scattered across the city. They seem to be trading hands frequently too, as we can see from how certain koalas have completely different backgrounds in each photo. Because of this, tracking down the Mario koala is not gonna be easy. So the current plan is to just visit a bunch of places that are known to have koala statues and just see if we end up finding him. After my first flight finally landed, the hell of international travel sadly didn't end there, because now I need to get on a second flight that ended up getting delayed by 6 freaking hours. So I kinda just had to aimlessly scuttle around the airport for a very long time. I ate some McDonald's on the disgusting airport floor because there was nowhere to sit, and then it was finally time to get on my second flight, listen to a baby scream for over an hour straight, and then I was finally done traveling to Australia. I got moved in with my partner Shibby, who will be joining us for this journey, and now it's finally time to search for the Mario koala. The first place we went to was just a random mall because we needed to do some shopping anyways.
I eat it too much.
He's playing.
But then we got a little distracted by a goddamn toy store of all things.
They have a freaking city playmat. That's crazy. Mine's better.
Oh my gosh, that is overwhelming.
They got slugs. Wait. This is crazy. So joyous. I need this. Later. I need this. You don't need it. I need this. This is such a joyous item. Look at him. He's so joyous. That one's amazing. Okay. Wait, listen. Oh, I don't feel too good. Oh, that is disgusting. Don't make this happen. Wait, what the hell are these? Sick tags? What sick talk? Sick talk? Stop it. Sick Mac? Star Barf? Don't do it. Mongoose. This is content, bro. Stop. I'm not gonna cut it out. Cut that out. Not so simple now. Bowling balls. This store is a freaking ADHD trap. If you have ADHD, you enter this store, you're not leaving. Forever. You start hearing Mario Pez. Look at him.
This cursed Mario Pez dispenser doodad was a good sign that we could be in the vicinity of other cursed Mario related things, but we didn't end up finding the koala anywhere. But then, as we left the mall, a different mysterious koala-shaped being showed themselves in the distance. What is that? After a closer inspection, it turns out this thing is one of the koala statues, but with panda textures painted on. A very confusing creature indeed. Like, I knew Australia had some weird creatures, but not this weird. Even though it's not the Mario one, finding this dingus at least confirms that these things are definitely still wandering around the city. The next day, we did a bit more investigating at some random parks, and we ended up finding some other weird animal statues.
These things are so silly. Mr. Toto looks so polite. What a nice gentleman. Octopus. Dude, the freaking massive crustacean. Gambia. Salamander.
Our next location was SeaWorld, and as we explored the park, we found even more weird animal statues.
Oh god, there's more.
But seriously, what is it with Australia and weird freaking animal statues?
Really good.
Yes. Ow. PolygonDonut.com, where you can get them.
Shut up, man. Who gave the sea lion 42 Benadryls? The turtle.
We also found some weird animal plushies.
My favorite animal. The squid. The octocrustacean. I am one in a trillion.
And of course a bunch of real animals too.
Penguins? How does he do that? That's not possible. You can't do that. My favorite animal. The jump. The polar bear. The mint. The shad.
I find fishy.
We soon realized that obviously there's no koala statues here, so we just gave up and started playing.
Let's ride the mechanism. Dude, what have we walked into? It's playtime.
Are you wet?
I got pissed on by the fish.
He's playing.
Get down from there. What are you doing?
We took a few pics that go very hard, and then found this massive play structure that we just had to check out.
Okay, now we're actually playing.
Bro, holy shit. We're so high up.
Yo, what's up?
Down. MTV Cribs, bro. What are you doing here?
The deeper we went into the SeaWorld playground, the more tired and lost we became.
No. Is that a dead end?
Dead ends after dead ends, the thought came over me that we may never escape this playground.
Oh my god, it's shaking. Wait, can you stand up?
Maybe the Mario Koala is testing us to see if we're worthy of entering his presence. So we pushed on and on
I think we're at the exit now. Please, please.
until eventually we finally escaped.
Yes, yes. We made it out. Oh my god. I'm so tired after all that playing.
The next day, we go to the most promising location yet, the Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary itself. All the koala statues were literally made to promote a fundraiser for this zoo, so it has to have at least some of them still on display. And sure enough, literally right away the cursed animal statue radar went off, which turned out to be these cursed bee statues.
What the frick? He's on the mobile phone. He's having a look-see.
And then, before we could even enter the zoo, another koala statue was spotted.
Hell no. It's the Blinky Bill.
Sadly not the Mario one, but it's still pretty freaking cursed looking. This geezer is actually a famous Australian cartoon character known as Blinky Bill, and that's all I'm gonna say, cause I've literally never heard of this thing before. We finally actually entered the zoo and found yet another weird animal statue.
Dude, why is he so chill?
So I quickly emoted on him, and then we were on our way to explore the rest of the zoo. As we wandered around, we obviously found even more weird animal statues, like these giant crocodiles.
Hey, gonna forget a year.
This pick go kind of hard though.
And here's the rest of them.
Lots of rubber. Hey, gonna forget a year.
Sadly, there were no other koala statues, but at least we found some actual koalas. We also found a bunch of real animals, because, well, obviously, it's a freaking zoo.
Buddy, what are you doing hopping around like that? Stop hopping around. Dingo. Tasmanian devil. Dude. What the deuce? What the deuce? Capybara? Here they are. He's looking straight at us. Capybara skinwalker? The capybara.
And finally, we just had to get up to some shenanigans before we left.
We are making a fool out of ourselves. This is so much fun. I'm trying so hard not to fall. This is really difficult. Stop boogieing down. We're always getting up to some mischief, aren't we? Go have fun. I'm gonna do a POV. Ow, I hit my head. I love this dinosaur. The ankle, the three-horn, the steg. I want to be a duck. No school, no work, just quack quack. Log bridge. Bridge made of log. Get your goofy-ass walking animation out of here.
The next day, we went to an art museum, which is basically guaranteed to have some kind of weird koala statue somewhere, and we pretty much instantly found one.
There's a koala. Let's go. Not the right one though. This one's kind of cool too though.
Even though it's not the Mario one, I still get filled with so much joy every time I see one of these. It's kind of like opening a koala loot box and you get a random skin every time. You never really know what kind of koala statue you're gonna see next. And speaking of not knowing what you're gonna see next,
I see another one. Look at him. 2 in 1.
side quest to check it out, cause why not? We used the backgrounds of the photos to try and locate the Splash Koala until eventually we found it.
I think it's over there. I see the surfboard. That's where it is. I don't see it. Oh, where is it? Where did he go?
But as it turns out, the Splash Koala was but a dream.
Like, this is it, right? That's the shot.
Possibly just a figment of our imagination. Maybe the Mario Koala led us here to throw us off. So instead of giving up there, we decided to keep looking for any other koalas in the area, until eventually we saw one in the distance. As we got closer, I realized that I actually recognized this koala from my research.
This is the comic book one. This is painted by the same person that made the Mario Koala.
The Mario Koala was painted by the artist Kate Clark, and she also painted a few other koalas too. Specifically the Catwoman, Flynn, Ramsey, and the comic strip koala, who stands before us right at this moment. This is the closest we've ever been to the Mario Koala. The statue in front of us is literally directly related to him, so I knew exactly what I needed to do.
Can you beam knowledge into my head about where the Mario is?
After all that knowledge beamed into my head, I knew where to go. So, the next day, we headed straight to the last known location of the Mario Koala, which is in front of the Time Zone Arcade in Coolangatta. As we got closer and closer to his presence, I started getting really nervous. As we've seen from the Splash Koala, they really do just get moved around all the time, so even though there's many recent photos of the Mario Koala in this mall, he could just straight up not even be there. Eventually, I saw the arcade at the other side of the mall, fully expecting to not even see him. And then, he finally revealed himself.
I can't believe he's freaking real, dude. What?
He's real! And there you have it. After everything I've been through, moving to an entirely new continent and running around the city for weeks, the Mario Koala has finally graced us with his presence. We obviously took a few photos with him that go very hard, and then I took a bunch of photos of him by himself, because the internet truly deserves more photos of this dingus. I also took these really funny ones, so there you go. Considering that this thing is literally guarding an entire arcade, we decided to end off our adventure with a bit of playtime.
Well, I guess it's time for playtime.
He's watching us from outside the arcade.
Holy frick, it's Optimus Prime.
Both of us have 300, so we can work together and we can buy a Rainbow Slug, so we're gonna buy that with our ticket.
We got the freaking Rainbow Slug from the arcade. Let's go.
Wait, let's let him meet Mario. Alright, we've decided on a name for this thing. Chibi said she will be named Cheesecake. The mall was also next to a beach, so we decided to hang out there while the sun was setting. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and check out my funny merch if you want to support me. Also, the main channel hit triple
Overall score of the Swingcopter almost being below 5 and in the bottom spot. I will, however, start off with mentioning some positive comments from you all, because I will not have much positive things to say about this personally. Swingcopter is easily the best, despite not even being an in-game vehicle yet. I love how the movements flow, I love the challenges it brings to both the playing and creating sets of Swingcopter parts, and I love seeing it implemented into modern 2.11 levels. My one issue with it is that it's not particularly explored much these days, which is a shame. I feel like if creators ever bothered to branch out with it, it could have some real legs as its own game mode, and players would have to appreciate it more. I try to have at least one in my own level since I love it so much. Just wish others had the same enthusiasm for it as I do. Another one of you stated, "It's really fun and looks like it would be really cool to use in a duel and as a mini game mode. It feels like something that when used right, it can be amazing. My only worry is that people will struggle to make good gameplay with it at first, and the possible bugs in the physics of it. Well, unfortunately, it seems like you two are part of a smaller group. Out of over 400 votes, Swingcopter literally received only 1 vote for most loved game mode. Only 1. But to be fair to Swingcopter, I will say that originally I actually didn't have much hatred for it. I was rather indifferent to it for a while. It is practically by design the most inconsistent game mode in this entire list of game modes, but with some practice, the swing motion you get out of the dual ball version of the Swingcopter is actually relatively controllable in its inconsistent mess. So with my experience, the Swingcopter was just a meh game mode for me. That was until I played the Swingcopter in the leaked 2.2 version. And rubbed up, straight up, you f***ed it up. There are some comments from some of you that reflect my thoughts in the 2.2 version of this game mode to utter perfection. I hate this game mode. In 2.2, it takes all the worst aspects of player-made Swingcopters and dials them up to 20. The turning speed makes it incredibly clunky to use and gives the player the least amount of control of any mid-air game mode. Anything Swingcopter can do, Ship can do better. Originality-wise, it is something that is one.
Whatever it is that you do it somewhere else.
You don't want trouble?
All the mafia.
Crunch with cinnamon crunch milk. Sorry, I sounded like a kettle right there. By the way, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, then that's stupid of you to not be doing that. So make sure to do it now. We got chicken curry Pop-Tarts. Okay, now this is a bit too far. I don't know if this is real. Hopefully frickin' not. That's, I mean, low-key, though. Maybe it'd be fire, though. I mean, dude, you can't knock it until you try it. Come on, guys. Chicken curry? I love chicken curry. I love Pop-Tarts as well. Maybe, just maybe, it would be really good, okay? You never know. Blueberry and hazelnut Pringles? What? I'm confused. My taste buds are confused. My brain's confused. Blueberry chips. I'm just thinking of that, and it just doesn't go right. Sweet and savory is supposed to be good, but like, dude, I don't know about that. That's weird. Who else is extremely jealous of the Pringles guy's mustache? Like, that's a nice freaking mustache. I wish I could grow that. Editor, please put that mustache on me. Oh my, I look absolutely beautiful. 12 likes and I'll grow the Pringles guy mustache for real. So we got pizza slushy and spaghetti slushy? What? Why, dude? No, this is not okay. I don't want to drink a pizza. I don't want to drink spaghetti. The heck? This is a disgrace to Italy and all Italians. This is not okay. This is a disgrace to everything. Like, there's slushy and spaghetti slushy? What? Why, dude? No, this is not okay. I don't want to drink a pizza. I don't want to drink spaghetti. The heck? This is a disgrace to Italy and all Italians. This is not okay. This is a disgrace to everything. Like, there's slushy and spaghetti slushy? What? Why, dude? No, this is not okay. I don't want to drink a pizza. I don't want to drink spaghetti. The heck? This is a disgrace to Italy and all Italians. This is not okay. This is a disgrace to everything. Like, there's slushy and spaghetti slushy? What? I don't want to drink a pizza. I don't want to drink spaghetti. The heck? This is a disgrace to... What? Why? I don't want to drink a pizza. I don't want to drink spaghetti. The heck? This is a disgrace to... What? Why?
Why? I'll make a different copy, it's okay. Maybe 2x speed?
ago, I said that Carl Jacobs and I are doing something that, to my knowledge, no Roblox YouTuber has ever done before. Yeah, this is that. This is that. What we're about to announce is that. It's the big thing. It's the big thing. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. This is gonna be crazy. What's up, Splashy? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. What is going on? Oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh yeah. The announcement. We got a countdown here. 55 minutes. I do want to give you guys a little hint, a little creek peek. I don't know if you guys follow my Twitter, but I tweeted out a little hint.
This is a regular, ordinary yo-yo. But in this video, we're going to be looking at some of the weirdest, most cursed yo-yos in the world. So I hope you're ready because everything you know about yo-yos is about to change. Let's get started. Okay, so a yo-yo is a pretty simple toy. You throw it, let it spin, then tug to bring it back. However, this first yo-yo is cursed because it actually has a mind of its own. It can decide when to come back to your hand all by itself, even if you don't tug the string. Fittingly enough, it's called the PowerBrain XP. The way it works is it uses this mechanism to grip the string when the yo-yo starts to slow down. And this could be helpful in some ways, but when it comes to learning a trick like Rock the Baby, you better be careful because the baby might decide to smack you. Next up is an entire category of cursed yo-yos called yo-yo balls. These yo-yos are trapped inside a clear plastic ball which have an opening at the top where the string comes out, and the box says it never needs rewinding. Basically, when you throw it down, it'll recoil back to your hand like a spring. And that's because there's always tension pulling on the string from inside the yo-yo. It kinda reminds me of those cords you yank to start a lawnmower. Something else you may have noticed is that instead of having a loop tied at the end of the string, they have a plastic ring. And on the box, they suggest you use it to make a slip knot. Okay, not gonna lie, this actually feels really awkward. Now, because yo-yo balls can't spin at the end of the string, it's pretty much impossible to do any tricks with them except for swinging these balls around. Now, not a lot of people know this, but yo-yo balls can take on many different forms. Like a duck, or this bunny, or better yet, a ghost. These are yo-yo ball pets. They're basically a yo-yo ball reskin, which means they function the exact same as a regular yo-yo ball. But unfortunately, that means they still can't do any tricks. Like, here's a trick with a normal yo-yo, and here's that same trick with a yo-yo ball pet. Okay, so we've looked at yo-yo balls, yo-yo ball pets, but what about a yo-yo ball for pets? Because this last yo-yo ball is actually a dog toy. It has these rubber grooves, so it's nice and soft when a dog tries to bite it. And oddly enough, it actually feels a lot higher quality compared to the regular yo-yo ball. But I'm not exactly the target audience for this product, so I'm just gonna let an actual dog review it.
Whoa, he's actually using the yo-yo.
And speaking of dogs, here's a yo-yo with a creepy dog face. It kind of looks like he's fake smiling, but he's probably just angry because when I tried this yo-yo, it was absolutely terrible. It's uncomfortable, it can't sleep, and it feels like a rock when it hits the end of the string. But I have a theory that this yo-yo actually lights up. Because if you look at his eyes, they look like tiny red light bulbs. And on the other side, there looks to be a slot for those small round batteries. So we gotta see this thing light up. But when I tried to pry the batteries out, they just wouldn't budge. So we'll just have to resort to fancy video editing to see what it would look like. Okay, maybe this is a good time to take a break from cursed yo-yos and look at some cursed yo-yo tricks. Like doing tricks around your neck. These are pretty scary because the yo-yo gets really close to your face. But if you land them properly, they look pretty awesome. So here's one I learned just for this video. You can also make different shapes with the string. So here are some cursed shapes like a radioactive symbol, and this one is called the sus trick. Okay, but wait, don't click off because watch what happens when I pull these strings apart. And this final trick is called slack aside. You swing this loop of string and the yo-yo at the same time, and you have to catch the loop on your finger as it falls. It's super difficult and especially risky because if you miss it, oh well, maybe next time. Now sometimes you'll be texting your crush and you gotta use an emoji to spice things up. But what if we use emojis to spice up our yo-yos instead? This is a box full of emoji yo-yos, and I also bought a few extra from a different brand. This yo-yo's been working on their stand-up comedy. This yo-yo cashed out, now they're blinged out. This one just laid its eyes on an absolute stud. This one's keeping a very close eye on you. And this one wants me to do a trick with them. And now they're dizzy. But this one is super excited because they just bought the Yo-Yo Master Pack, which is the best yo-yo bundle to level you up from no-yo to pro-yo. The first yo-yo in the pack is the Spin Star, for learning the fundamentals such as the different types of throws. And despite the name, the second yo-yo in the pack is called the One. It's for learning those classic beginner and some intermediate tricks. And the third yo-yo in the pack is the Replay Pro. This is an advanced unresponsive yo-yo, meaning it won't come back to your hand with just a tug. Instead, you have to do a trick called the bind to bring it back. And this will allow you to learn those challenging yet flashy string tricks to finally reach level pro-yo. Not to mention the Yo-Yo Master Pack also includes 5 spare strings so you can keep practicing. You can pick yours up right now on my online yo-yo shop from the first link in the description below. But just remember that after a long day of yo-yo practice, you might get a little tired. So this yo-yo will wish you sweet dreams and kiss you goodnight. Once upon a time, 2 yo-yos were on an adventure frolicking in the great outdoors. But to their surprise, they spotted the elusive and dangerous vampire yo-yo. They stood there in shock, terrified of becoming